Hello. All right, welcome in. We are getting ever closer to Christmas. I hope you're ready. Um, I know I'm not, but I don't suspect I'm alone in that. So I thought today we would play one of the most seasonally appropriate festive games that I own. This is Santa's Workshop. Specifically, this is Santa's Workshop Second Edition, and from Elf Creek Games. And so this one was kind of a sleeper release the year it was released in 23, and it didn't really they didn't really fanfare this one much, as I recall. Um, but I couldn't help myself. As you can see on the screen, it is just a delight in terms of artwork and presentation. I would classify this as a gateway-esque worker placement family weight game. But I would say that they include advanced rules. And in fact, they include an entire advanced rule book. So there's a separate rule book for the basic rules, the simpler rules, and they include advanced rules, which is what we'll be playing with today. We're set up for a two-player game here. And I thought that was really cool. And it is like card linen finish pages. The production value on this is huge. I mean, they really pumped in a lot of really nice touches to the way they made this game. Not the least of which is separating out the rules, so you can just sit down and play a basic game, reading the same straight set of rules from a standard rule book, and everything will be great. And you don't have to worry about all the extras and bells and whistles if you don't want to. Or if you're a more seasoned veteran gamer, you can sit down and play and pull out the separate advanced rules and play through that as a straight up game separately, all in the same box. And it makes it so much easier, I think, to get it to the table for someone, especially for someone who just very casually plays board games and will once in a while pull one out. This is extremely accessible for that reason. The board is double-sided. This board, the red border around the edge here, this is the advanced side of the board. On the other side, this border is green. And in fact, some of the cards and other artwork are also red versus green to help further illustrate which assets you're looking at. Are you looking at the advanced decks, or are you looking at the advanced board, and vice versa? And it makes it so quick and easy to just get up and running no matter which mode you want to play. So I just have to tip my hat a little bit to whoever got this design over the finish line the way it is, because very quick and easy to get set up. And the components, the advanced, I don't know if these are stock components. I think they are. This is just the standard components that come in here. Nice, big, chunky, hefty weight wooden player markers and the whole thing. Just well done. But what I will do is I will knock them a little bit. They are on my naughty list if I were Santa this year. And every year I play this game because they didn't include a solo mode. And that's deeply frustrating, but I think it speaks to how much I really wanted to fill this gap in my collection that I bought a two-player minimum game. I rarely do. If you know me at all, if the game doesn't come stock with a solo mode, I don't usually care how good it is. I'm going to blow right past it because I think it's unforgivable in this day and age to not include a solo mode in your game. You're just writing off an entire segment of your customer base. I don't care what kind of game it is. No excuses. So usually I'm pretty cutthroat about that. This case, though, I said, you know what, I'm going to make an exception. If I have to, I'll design my own. Well, as it was, I didn't have to. I went off and played other things for 2 more years, and here we are in 2025, and some wonderful BGG user, Rainbow Rose, developed this solo mode, which is called North Star. This is the North Star solo variant, the community variant. Don't knock it till you try it. I haven't tried this particular solo mode, but don't just eschew community solo modes. This day and age, people are play testing these pretty rigorously. They're going back and keeping them refined and updated. They're as good or better often as the solo modes you'll find built into the games you buy. So I sing my praises any chance I get to a really well-built solo mode. We'll find out today if North Star holds up. I'm pretty sure it will, based on the amount of regular revision it has received. So we'll find out. But this is Santa's Workshop. So how does Santa's Workshop work? Well, it is a worker placement game, as I mentioned before. I have my player board down here. And in fact, let me quickly move my camera over. I'll take a look. This is my player board. I'm playing green today. You start out with 3 elves, and they each have their own worker. And so since I'm playing green, my 3 elves are Mistletoe, Spruce, and Berry. Gives you a little bit of endgame scoring down here to just kind of keep you grounded on what you're trying to achieve, which I think is great. And in the advanced game, you have equipment upgrades that you can achieve. And if you do, you'll score victory points. And also, I assume that I've never played the advanced variant, I don't think. It's been a year or 2 since I've gotten this game to the table, and I've only played it 1 time. So, hey, thanks for the resub, NetGod. And you are celebrating 8 months. You're on an 8-month streak. Very nice. So you can unlock your equipment upgrades, and that will help you both during the game, I believe. We'll double check the rules, but during the game and at the end of the game, I believe there's some scoring that you're going to get for that too. We'll find out. And then down here is our coal mine. This is our coal cart. I start the game as player 1 with 2 coal. And I'm reasonably certain that I can upgrade my coal cart to hold more coal. I can do that twice, in fact. The first upgrade costs 2 of that resource, and the second upgrade costs 4. And so that might come in handy. I think we're going to spend our coal as resources to get some stuff done. So we'll see how that goes. Again, I have not played this game in a while, so as is my custom, I'm going to kind of walk in blind and stream this thing as I am relearning the game, because I find that to be very valuable. I hope you do too, because I think it helps speak to how quickly, how well the rule book is actually written. I'll put it over here. As well as the rule book is actually written, and hopefully that rule book does it justice, and we can actually get up and running quickly. So with minimum confusion, we'll see. Okay, so my player board kind of walked you through that. I start the game with 2 toys that we're going to be trying to build. And I'll get into how those work in a minute. But there's also Santa's mailbag is a location we can visit. These are requests from kids from all over the world looking for toys, and we can fulfill those orders for points. In fact, that's the main conceit of the game, is can we complete toys for Santa's Workshop and get Santa some toys to deliver some kids. So this is what we're going to be doing here in Santa's Workshop. And then up here are reindeer. We're going to actually be, I believe, carrying. Yeah, we're going to be carrying for reindeer, for Santa's reindeer. And at present, we have Dancer, Comet, and Vixen to be carrying for. And this is somewhat of a set collection game. So here at the bottom of this section, you can talk about. It talks about like what the sets are and what they score. So we'll be looking at that throughout the game mechanically. Oop, that's not the right button. We will be decorating Santa's Christmas tree. So we can head over here, and if we hit this spot at the bottom here, bottom left, we can take the first player marker, which is this little Christmas tree. It's like a cardboard Christmas tree, which again, talking about production value, it's even got, I don't know if you can see that on camera, it's even got a filigree or a shiny layer added to it for the tinsel, which I thought was just a lovely touch. So you can steal the first player marker if you want to, if you go there, and then here secondary, you can just get a victory point if you come to the secondary spot. And then we'll talk about how the tree works when we get there, but we can decorate the tree and get a one-time resource bonus. We can go to the mine as well. That's another section on this view that you'll see, where we can add coal to our coal carts. If we go here, and the first player to come here gets a victory point bonus. Later over here, I believe this is the kind of seamstress area where we're putting clothes on the dolls and so on. So I believe are we spending coal? I believe we're spending coal here to get material. We'll get into the rules as I try to take these actions, but I believe that's how this is going to work. If you come here, you spend 1 coal and get 2 cloth, for example, or you come here, you spend 2 coal and get 3 cloth, and so on. The next section here is where we're spending our wood resources. This is where we're actually constructing toys out of wood. And similarly, same exact thing, we're spending 1 coal for 2 and 2 coal for 3. And finally, we're down here in the metalworking area where we are making metal toys. Same exact deal. So very simple. Then lastly, we have down here blueprints, if I recall. And this is an area I'm going to have to remember how this works. I'm going to have to look that up. But we'll get to that as we go. I don't remember exactly offhand how that works. So forgive me, I just can't really brief you on how this works. But obviously there is a benefit to coming here first, second, and third. And we'll see how all that works as I look at taking that action. So as we score points around the board, we're going to move our marker around the board. The solo bot in North Star starts with 25 victory points over here. And I start with nothing because I'm the human. Let's see. The solo bot has some set of resources. They have their little starting set of tree decorations, these little ornaments. And then they also have their 3 workers and 1 helper. And they also have a custom deck of AI cards that we're going to resolve on their turn. That's all they get. They don't collect or spend coal. They don't do anything. It's a very simple rules. And so it should be a fairly low upkeep to play. I'm looking forward to giving that a try. So there's that. Resources. This is just a tray of the basic resources, wood, metal, and cloth. And then one thing you can't really see, in fact, I'll move that out of the way. I'll just use that camera view to show you. This is yet again an example of the production value of this game. This is top down, so it doesn't really do it justice, but you can see it as I tilt it. This is Santa's sleigh, and this is just a discard tray, which I'm just, okay, you gave me this amazing asset just to hold discard cards, which, okay, cool. And I'm not going to say no, because I think it's lovely. So there's that. Okay, I think I've given you the full walkthrough at a basic level, at least of what we're going to be doing. And as you might have guessed, you have 3 workers, and you can hire helpers. We'll get into how it all works as we go. In fact, I believe it is time to stumble through my very first turn. So let me skip past the overview. In fact, let me actually read the overview because sometimes it's very helpful. An advanced game of Santa's Workshop is played over the course of 9 rounds, known as days. And in fact, you can see the round counter up here. You start on December 16th on the little Santa marker there, and you end in December 24th, of course. Each day, starting with the first player and moving clockwise around the table, each player places an elf in a location and takes the matching action. An action may allow you to work on a toy, decorate the tree, or tend to a reindeer. Players take actions like this until each player has placed all 3 of their elves around the workshop. At the end of the day, players pick up their elves and prepare for the next day. After every 3rd day, Santa performs an inspection, for which players can score bonus points on their Christmas cheer. Christmas cheer is a combination of the toys you've completed and the ornaments that you have hung on the tree. So, as I talked about, we're going to be trying to complete those toys, and we're going to be trying to decorate that tree. And those 2 things are what Santa's looking at during every one of his inspections, of which there will be 3. After 3 inspections, the game ends. Players then score points for any unfinished gifts, player mat upgrades, and the reindeer they tended during the game. Okay, so that pretty much handles that. Welcome to the North Pole. It's late in December and Santa is gearing up for his big night. His elves are busy making sure he's ready to deliver toys across the world. The elves have a lot to do. There are toys to be built and assembled, reindeers to be tended in the stables, and the North Pole's own Christmas tree to be decorated. It's time for unbelievable hustle and bustle. After the Christmas season is over, Santa always takes his own holiday somewhere sunny and warm, and he brings along the most industrious team of elves as a reward. Can you lead your team of elves to win a vacation with Santa? Oh, it's so festive. Okay, so the rule book lays out how each of the worker placement areas work and how the upgrades work, and we'll figure all of that out as we go. So let me check out the rules for 2 to 3 players. Each player should take a Santa's helper figure. Oh, good. Okay, great. So as in the second player, in the 2-player rules, my little worker, my little helper worker is this little blue guy. Let me push in a little closer there. There's this little blue guy here. That's my little worker. And the North Star is going to use this little snowman figure. So let's see. So we basically have 4 workers, is what that tells me. Use an elf of an unused player color to block the 1-point station at the Christmas tree location. Oh, all right. I can do that. No problem. So I guess what that's telling me is there is no. We will just permanently use that silver worker as a block that's never going to move. So in a 2-player game, we don't just get to go get a bonus victory point whenever we want. We can only come here to steal the first player marker. Okay, got it. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Oh, and in the mailroom. Oh, mailroom too. Okay. Misread that. Second one, right? So that's that. Let's see. 1 elf may be placed in each. Oh no. Hold on. Hold on. Got it. Okay. All right. At each, let me use a different player color. We'll use red because it means stop. This was something I did not realize. I would have had to set this up, but that's okay. Set aside 4 additional elves of an unused player color. We'll use red because it's so obvious. Okay. 4 additional elves, unused player color. That's weird. Well, strange. That was only 3 in player color, but that's fine. Whatever. I'll throw another silver in there. Okay, great. Only 1 elf may be placed in each material in the mailroom each day and in the mail. Okay, got it. So what are we blocking off? Oh, okay. So we have a choice to make. Got it. All right. So here's how this is going to work. We're going to put red meeples in each of the workshop sections, and then we're going to put 1 over here in the mailroom. Okay, here's how this is going to work. When we come to any of those 4 locations, whatever choice we don't make, this meeple will block the other one. So it's basically just here to say you have a choice. The first player to get here has a choice, and the second player doesn't get to go there at all. But the choice is ours. If we're the first player to go there, the choice is ours which to take, and when we block the other one. That's how that goes. Okay, got it. And by the way, this is true for the 2-player game too. So if you're playing this multiplayer, all of this still holds true. Use your helper like a regular elf. The only difference is that your helper cannot be trained. Oh, that's right. You can train your elves too. That's cool. With 3 elves and a helper, player now has 4 turns per day. Got it. Okay. All right. I think we are set. We are just going to take actions back and forth. Now, let me make sure that looking at the North Star rules, that we are not, if we're not supposed to just do all of our actions and then they do theirs or whatnot. I don't think that's the case. You follow the normal rules for 2 players. Star plays as follows. Okay. Okay. Wow, okay, great. All right, perfect. So it sounds like they are just going to be playing, 1 at a time like me. Cool. All right, great. So we'll get to Star's turn pretty quick because I'm going to take 1 action and then it'll be Star's action to go. So we'll learn how this deck works together. All right. I think we are ready to begin. Let me quickly show you the 2 toys that we're working on. In fact, I'm going to take a minute to just set that up as its own view. Pardon the dust for a moment, just so you can see that. It seems a little dark too. I might try to brighten it up real quick if you guys want to see something a little bit better. If it is too dark or it would be better if I brighten it up, let me know. I feel like I should. So I'm going to quickly see about that. It's not bad. It might be better. All right, we'll try that and we'll see what that looks like. Come back here. Is that too bright now? No, I think that's all right. That's a little bit better. All right. Sounds like the little care and feeding is done. Let's get to going. And we'll try to stumble through our first turn. So here we go. First turn it is. Right, first turn. We have 2 toys. And I had them on the screen and then I got sidetracked with brightness. So there we go. So I have 2 toys that were dealt to me randomly. I have a doll carriage worth, I believe, 12 points if I get that done. But look how much it requires. 2 blueprints and a bunch of material. And then the wooden blocks are worth 4, but it requires only 1 blueprint and 2 wood. So that's pretty quick and easy. Actually not a bad two cards. 1 advanced, 1 thing I can work towards, and 1 simple thing I can get done quick. So that's nice. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. What do I want to do? Oh yeah, the training thing. I probably should talk about that for a moment. The training thing is really cool. And that's actually what these other actions were. Let's say I was going to this location here. I could spend a coal to train my elf in cloth making, basically. And so when that happens, I would come here and place, depending on which elf was at that location, I could, let's say it was this one, Spruce, I could add that little training icon there. And we'll talk about how those upgrades work and benefit you. But if you get both of them done, then you'll get 2 victory points for training that elf up at the end of the game. So very cool. I like the little training mechanic. Okay, sorry, little aside there for the rules. I forgot to talk about that. So let's talk about what I want to do. Each training token allows an elf to take extra tokens from a material shop or score endgame points for their superior craftsmanship. At the end of the game, each elf with 2 training tokens will score 2 additional points. There we go. Okay, so we want to upgrade our people like quick. In fact, it might even be beneficial to upgrade our people sooner versus later to benefit us. So when we go, let's see, can we do that whenever we want? Or what are we doing there? Player mats. Let's go to one of those locations. Training tokens. When you place an elf in a material shop, after you perform the normal action, you may spend 1 additional coal to take a training token. Ah, that's cool. Okay, great. So it kind of comes along with the action you're taking. Okay, so I think I'm going to start working on, I like the wooden block situation. That's pretty good. So maybe what I do is I come here with, let's say, mistletoe, and I spend 1 of my 2 starting coal to get 2 wood, which is exactly what the wood blocks requires, 2 wood. So I'm going to do that, spend a coal, and get 2 wood resources, which I'll just stack on the wooden blocks card to remind myself where I'm spending those. Okay, so I've done that. Now I have 1 additional coal because I start with 2 as the first player, and I'm going to spend that additional coal to train mistletoe in woodworking. So I take that coal off my player board and I put this wood training token on mistletoe. So now from here on out, anytime I would use mistletoe to go to the woodworking shop, I will gain 1 additional wood for the rest of the game. Super cool. Okay, that was my whole turn. I just put 1 of my workers out. I took the action. I took the bonus action, and now I'm done. So now let's step through how the bot works. Again, this is my first time seeing the bot, so forgive me as I stumble through for the first time, but it will get faster. So let's see gameplay. Yep. On Star's turn, draw a card. So let's take a look at these cards. These are the bot cards that come with the North Star variant. So we're going to draw a card. Okay, fabric. So we draw a card. If the indicated station is blocked, oh, that reminds me, blocking. Let me quickly do that here because in a 2-player game, the action you don't take is blocked. So that's what I should have done. I should have put the blocking token there to block that off. Back to Star. Okay, so let's see. If the indicated station is blocked, discard without using and draw again. If the draw pile is empty, shuffle. place one of Star's elves or helper at the station indicated on the card, and discard the card. Carry out the action associated with the station. Star does her actions differently as follows. Okay, so Star wants to go to the 3 fabric location. So we're going to do that. So Star is going to take one of their workers, and they're going to come here and block off the other one. And what's it say? Material shops. For each material token she would receive, 2 or 3, she gets 1 point each instead. She also gets 1 point for each training token she has for that material, regardless of which elf helped or helper she uses. She can take a maximum of 2 tokens per type of material for a max of 6 total. If she has fewer than 2 training tokens in that material, she will also gain a training token. Put it in her area. During the first 6 days, place the token material side up. Is there 2 sides to it? Oh, I see. Yeah, there are. Interesting. Okay. During the last 3 days, place the token points side up. I see. That's interesting. Okay. So she went to the fabric, so she's going to get a fabric training token. So it says material side up. So she's going to take her first material upgrade token. We'll just set that over there. That's what happened here. Now, because she played here and it says 3 victory points, collect if less than 2. Oh, I see. Collect. Right. She gets 1 point each. She also gets 1 point for each training token. Got it. Okay. So in this case, she's going to get 4 points because she's taking 3 points for the upgraded action, and she just got a training token, so she'll get 4. Hate that for me. So she's at 25 now. She's going to end at 29. And I'm still at 0, by the way. So good. But that's all right. I think we're going to be able to catch up pretty quick. The rules do include that you can reduce or increase the starting points that the bot gets as a way of adjusting for difficulty. So keep that in mind. Okay, so that's that. Pretty simple. I'm happy with that. Okay, so that's that. I think that's all we do for her, for Star. Yeah, all right. Now, let's see. What do I want to do next? Well, I need to get a blueprint. So this is that worker area that I couldn't remember. So I'm just going to quickly read how the blueprints work, because that's an important next step. Assembly hall, that's what this is called. This is called the assembly hall. In a room at the very heart of the workshop, the elves pore over assembly instructions for the gifts, gather the tools they need for each project, and handle all of the finishing details like paint and wrapping paper. When you place an elf in the assembly hall, you take the assembly tokens. Stations must be filled in order, first, second, and third. Okay. So first, take 1 assembly token. Helping hands. Each time the elf in the first station helps another player, the elf scores 3 points. Oh, interesting. How does that work? I guess we'll get there. We'll see how the bot is going to go. But I'm going first, so it doesn't matter. We're going to take Spruce, and we're going to put Spruce out here, and we're going to get 1 blueprint. So when we get blueprints, it's actually, is it its own token? Yeah, it's its own token. Okay. So we just take 1 blueprint. Well, we need 1 blueprint to finish this toy, this wooden blocks toy. So how do we complete a toy? Once you have added all the required tokens for a toy, you have finished it. Score its points immediately by moving your score marker along the score track. Place finished toys face down and keep them in a stack near your playmat. They will be loaded onto the sleigh after Santa's inspection. That's cool, and also thematically cool. Oh, one thing I should mention, which you probably can't see, I'll try to push in, see if you can see this at all with the glare, but the tokens, there we go, you can kind of see it there, there we go. You see the wood grain that they pushed into the cardboard for that token? Like, come on. That is so subtle. Anyway, production value, this is a cardboard token. They didn't even do that for an upgraded token. It's a cardboard token, and they added wood grain embossing onto the token. Just Ridiculous. Okay, so I have completed this toy. So we're going to take all the tokens off that. We're going to put it back into the supply. We're going to score 4 victory points, our very first points for the game. And now we're on the board. And we will just put that face down for now. And we now have 1 toy we can work on. Now, how do we get more toys? Well, we got to go over there, don't we? Okay, but that's neither here nor there. We have taken our turn. The bot's turn. Looks like they want to go to the assembly too. Now, how does that work? Assembly hall. Assembly hall. For each assembly token she would receive, give her 2 points instead. She always gets help when available. Handshake icons on deck cards. If she gets help from you, you receive points as usual. Good. When you get help from her, she gets points as usual. If cards have a red X, if card has a red X on the handshake icon, she does not get help or cooperate with you. Okay. So she drew this card, and it does have a red X on the cooperation icon. So she's not seeking my help. So in that case, I don't get points, but she also would not help me. That's okay. Okay, so she would get 2 points. That's it. But she's going to put her worker out. So she put her worker here to block that space. Nice. Okay, I think that does it for her for now. She would get, what did I say? 2 points. Okay, so she goes to 31 points. Now, what do I want to do? How does helping work, by the way? Helping hands. May choose to take a second assembly token with the first elf's help. Oh, you can get more tokens. That's cute. If you choose to get help from the first elf, then they may choose to take a 3rd assembly token. Then you may also choose to take a 3rd assembly token. Okay, got it. Second elf. By receiving, so that they would have to agree to help you? Is that how that works? It's possible to get help from your own elves, but you do not earn any points for doing so. Ah, that's cool. So if I wanted to, because I have an elf here, if I come here to this 3rd location right now, then I would get 1 for coming here. And because I have 1 elf that's willing to cooperate with me, she's not willing to cooperate with me, but my other elf is, then I would gain 1 additional assembly token, but I wouldn't earn any bonus points because I don't earn points for helping myself. But because I already have an elf here working in the assembly hall, that other elf will lend a hand. So I would get 2 for going there, which I need for my doll carriage. But I don't have any of these materials. I don't have any more coal, and I don't have any other toys to be working on. So maybe I want to take a different action. What happens if I come, let's say, here to the coal mine? I believe if I go to the coal mine and I beat the other player there, then I get to fill my cart with coal. Let's find out. If the sounds of activity in the workshop are its heartbeat, then its lifeblood is the coal used to power the equipment. And right before he leaves on his trip, Santa needs to pack some coal to bring to those kids on the naughty list. You will need coal in order to take tokens from the material shops, train your elves, and get reindeer cards from the stables. When you place an elf at the coal mine, you refill your coal cart and can possibly score bonus points. Each time you refill your coal cart, score 1 point for each complete mining tool upgrade on your player mat. Oh, I need to do that too. Oh, maybe I'll spend some time doing that rather than making toys for right now. It's good to get some points on the board, though. It feels good that way. You cannot place an elf in the coal mine if your coal cart is full. So if I come to the first coal spot, which I'm the first player to go here, immediately score 1 point, then refill your coal cart. This station may only be used by the first elf at the coal mine each day. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some more coal before him. So Barry is going to head up here and go to the coal for me. I'm going to get a point for going there, so 5 points total for me now. And because my coal cart can currently hold 6 coal, then I get 6 coal I have 4 sitting over here on the side, so I'll just quickly do that. I get 6 coal. I get to fill it up. So that's why upgrading your cart is so valuable, because you take one action and you fill up your cart to its capacity. Right now my cart is a small cart, so I can only hold 6. But if I go to the medium cart or the large cart, then I can hold more, and doing so also scores me points. So I think I'm going to be prioritizing some kind of upgrades here, equipment upgrades as well. So maybe we do that. And you'll notice if I upgrade my equipment twice, I get 4 points per upgrade. Mining tools and reindeer blankets. Thematic integration, baby. But it requires 6 material to do it. I don't think I care. I think I do want to do that, or at least partially. But first and foremost, I think we should go for our cheap little wood upgrade. All right, we have one more to go, but we can't do wood this round because we already did wood this round. And the wood area is blocked off. So we'll have to do something else. Let's see what the bot's gonna do. Bot's gonna go mining, but can't because I beat them there. Bwahaha. Wait, what happens though? Let's read that. Since it wants to go first, will it go second or will it skip it? A star was 1 point if if this is the first elf or helper there. In either station, she does not take coal. Nothing else happens. She never takes coal. She scores 0 if the first day spot is taken. Ah, sweet. So she does go there, but because I beat her there, she doesn't get any points. So she is still allowed to go there, but she doesn't take coal and she doesn't earn points. So I just negated a point earned from her. Wahaha. Okay, great. I have one more turn, and so does she. Should I try to preserve my first player marker or do something more substantive? I like the idea of doing something more substantive. So we're going to go get some metal and get a mining tool upgrade done. So we're going to take my helper worker and we're going to go here. Oh, wait, that's right. I can't because I have coal. I'm smart. Okay. So I'm going to spend 1 coal to get 2 metal. I could spend 3, but well, I will. I'm going to spend 2 coal. I'm going to spend 2 coal and get 3 instead. And I will do the training. So I'm going to spend an additional coal to do the training. Oh, I can't train the helper. So because I can't train the helper, it doesn't make sense for me to use my helper here. So let's, for the sake of learning, I'm going to use my helper over there in the coal mine from my previous turn, which would have left Barry free because I knew I was going to be coming here. I'm just doing this one time. I won't do it for the rest of the game if I screw it up, but one time just as a reminder to myself that it's important to think about workers and which type of worker we use for what. So for this first one to illustrate, I'm going to use Barry here. I spent 2, I spent a third for a training. And we're going to get the metal upgrade training token. There it is. And so Barry will now be trained in metalworking for the rest of the game. Okay. All right, no more of that. I won't do that again. It was more for illustrating for you and for everyone watching this later. It is important in the game to think like that. Where am I going to use my assistant? Because I can't train my assistant, but I can train my elves. Okay, so that was my one and only get out of jail free card there. If I do that again, then I'm out of luck. All right, now what is she going to do? Oh wait, what am I talking about? I get 3 metal. So I get 3 metal for going here. Next time I go there, I would get 4, because at least if I use Barry to do it. So I have 3 metal. We're going to use 2 of them on mining tools. So let's talk about these upgrades, equipment upgrades. The right side of the you can use wood. Yeah. So what, do I just get to do that whenever I want or what? I guess so, because I can just choose to use them wherever. Yeah. Whenever you get material tokens during the game, you may choose to place any number of them on your upgrade tiles. Nice. Once you've placed the required number of tokens on an upgrade tile, you have completed it. When you do so, remove the tile from your player mat and return it to the required tokens to the supply. If it is possible to complete more than one upgrade on the same turn. Completing and removing mining tools upgrade reveals a bonus. Okay, well, first let's just do that. We're going to spend 2 of the 3 we just got, and we're going to remove that mining bonus, or this equipment upgrade token. And now it says underneath here, 1 star per coal mine. Interesting. Let's read what that says. For the rest of the game, when you place an elf at the coal mine, you score 1 point for each mining tool upgrade you have completed. At the end of the game, if you have completed both mining tool upgrades, you will score 4 additional points. Okay, all right. So that's that. We'll move that off. So from here on out, I will now score a point every time I go to the coal mine. Nice. And now I have 1 metal left over. So I'll just go ahead and allocate that to the doll carriage because I needed 3 anyway. So we might as well just start working on that a little bit. But I split my resources a little bit trying to get some of these upgrades done. Got it. Okay. So as you can see, I have some training done on my elves. I've got one of my equipment upgrades done. I've got a little work towards my my doll carriage. I got 1 toy done already. I've refilled my coal mine once and already spent half of it. And so we need to get some wood, I think is a big priority next round, and get this coal cart upgraded so we don't have to go to the coal mine quite so often. But even if we did, we'd score at least an additional victory point every time we did that. So that's good. All right, let's find out what Star does with her assistant. Reindeer card. Okay, now here's how reindeer cars work with the assistant. You'll see I have a die. You can barely even see it. I'll try to move this over. No, I'll just expand it. It's fine. There we go. So I have a die sitting over here to remind me. So what happens is if there are 3 reindeer here, then you assign each one 2 die values. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I roll the die and we find out, okay, 5, 6. So this is the reindeer that she's going to tend. So let's find out what happens when she tends a reindeer. Yeah, right. And who is that? It is Vixen. Dancer, Dasher, Prancer, and Vixen. 1 point for each material she would gain if she was a normal player. I believe that means she's going to get 3 coal? No, 1 times... How does Vixen work? Well, let's find out. Do I just get 1 of each, or is it 1 of her choice, or what? Reindeer, there we go. The cost of coal, then you may immediately take the benefit depicted on the reindeer. Finally, clarification, page 16. I love it. This is a great rule book so far. Okay, reindeer. Okay, Vixen. Gain 1, 2, or 3 material tokens of your choice in any combination. What? Oh, because it says 1, it's 1. So she's going to have different cards. Vixen will have different cards, 1 times, 2 times, or 3 times. That is a 1 times, so she's going to get 1 point, I believe is what that means. 1 point for each material she would gain. Okay, so she's only going to gain 1 point because she's helping Vixen in the first round. So she's at 32, and Vixen, I believe, comes off the board. When we take reindeer, what do we do? Immediately take the benefit to finally place that reindeer card face down near player mat. Okay, so set collection. She's going to be looking to try to collect Vixens, I think, but we'll see. I assume you don't refill? Probably not. Probably refill later. Yeah. So that is another way that I can help out, right? Let's say that if I had another worker, which I don't, but let's say I did, I could have spent 3 coal to come work on Dancer instead, and Dancer would reward me with 2 wood. So it's more coal, it costs more coal, but the longer we wait in the game, the more expensive they get in terms of coal cost. So helping them early makes sense, but also you're going to get less for it early on. And you're also competing to spend that resources on both toys and your own upgrades elsewhere. So, but I mean, look at the points you can score if you get a bunch of sets, right? So I don't know. All right, so that was the end of the round, I believe, because now we're all out of workers. Oh wait, she technically put her worker over here. Okay. All right, anything else? Let's see. End of the day. Once the last elf has finished their actions, the day ends. Carry out the following steps to clean up the workshop. So return all elves, fine. So all my elves will come back to me. So let me quickly pop out here. Just quickly grab mine. And these will come off because we don't know who's going to use what. Gold. All right, so she's got gold workers. Silver stays out. She gets that. This is there. Okay. All right. So far, so good. Nobody decorated the tree, though. Okay. Discard any remaining reindeer cards. Oh, reindeer, go away. Bye-bye, reindeer. And I had 5 points. Okay. Deal 3 new cards. Cupid, Dasher, and Prancer came out. 2 toys for helping Cupid? That's not bad. 2 toy cards to work on, I should say. But let's see. Okay, what else? In each material shop. Oh, hey, thanks for this, the resub, Mandible. Right. Let's see. In each material shop, refill any empty training tokens, slots with corresponding training tokens. Oh, I was supposed to put tokens out there. That would have made things a little easier. Fine. Probably that means that whoever gets there first gets to take the training token. I don't think it matters much in the bot play, though, because the bot always gets the training tokens no matter what. But I'll do it anyway because it'll help me not have to fish for them later. Okay. Advance the Santa figure to the next space. So now it is December 17th. When the Santa figure reaches the sleigh space, Santa performs an inspection. Great. Next round. It's that simple. That's all we're doing. Quick round setup, too. Very cool. All right. She did not steal the first player marker, so I get to go again. Now, as a reminder, now my elves make a bit more difference who I use for what. I'm going to want Wood to go with Mistletoe here because Mistletoe's already got a little training in woodworking. So maybe let's use it to its fullest extent. Let's spend 2 coal on this action. Let's take Mistletoe and we will go here. Yeah, we'll go here. And I normally would get, for 1 coal, I would get 2 wood. But because I have an upgrade in wood already, I will get 3. So let's first get the reward for going here. I'll get 3 wood instead of 2 because I am taking an upgraded action. I'll set those aside for a moment. And now I'm going to spend a 2nd coal for the 2nd wood training. And now Mistletoe will become a master woodworker. Now Mistletoe has 2 wood upgrades, which is really cool. Well, 2 wood training, rather. I don't think it matters what training they have. And by the way, at the end of the game, they will score 2 victory points because they'll be fully trained. I don't think it matters what, if they need, like, is it only, they can only train in 1 different thing or 2 different things? I think it doesn't really matter. Elf training. Yeah. 2 tokens, that's it. Okay. Doesn't say anything about having to be different, so that's good. I can just have double wood, which is also fine. So Mistletoe is going to be definitely my woodworker from here on out. Now every time I come back to the woodworking with mistletoe, I'm going to get 2 extra wood for 1 coal. So that's going to be super powerful. So now, if you look down here, you can barely see it. Oh, hi. Nice. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. I like it. Okay, so if you look down here, I have my 3 wood that I just acquired. And I can decide how I want to spend those. Well, I'm going to definitely spend 2 of those on this upgrade. So 2 wood gone, and this coal cart is now a medium-sized coal cart. I can now hold 9. That leaves me with 1 wood left over, and this doll carriage requires 1 wood. So we might as well just allocate that there. So far, so good. Now I have 1 coal left. I might just preemptively go refill my coal cart, though. Get 9 coal, get 8 more coal right away. That'd be cool. Because I want to beat her to the punch and take that victory point from her if I can. Okay, what is she going to do? She's going to steal the first player marker. Great. Love that for me. And she gets to decorate. Cool. So she's going to put a worker over here. And so she's going to steal the first player marker. So that comes over here. Now that is hers. I don't go first next round no matter what, because I can't steal it back until next round. Now let's read about decorating the tree. This is the first time anybody has decorated the tree. I probably should get on that. Let's read about that, because I don't know what she does to decorate. No. Aha. First player marker changes player. Then Star will place a random ornament. To do so, draw one of her ornaments. Check the deck card for which material she takes to take depending on the roll. In the event that one material type is full on the tree, assign 3 dice values to each of the 2 remaining material types. Got it. Yeah. Okay, got it. Perfect. So if we look on her card, she wants to take cloth first, and then wood, and then metal. Let's see. Let's see how this would work. Is that true, or is this just telling me which ones she would get if she rolled? Let's see. Random. Check the card for which material to take depending on roll. Oh, I roll no matter what. Okay, understood. So if I roll a 1 to a 2, she wants cloth. If I roll 3 to 4 wood, and then 4 to 5 metal. Roll to 6, so it is metal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the ornaments that are right here. Those are shuffled randomly at the beginning of the game. And I'm going to flip it over, and it is a toy. It looks like a toy card, but I get to put it on any one of the metal locations. So we'll stick it way up here on top. It doesn't seem to matter which one, because it's just about how many of those spaces are available. Okay. Let's see. Star scores 1 point for the covered space. Okay, so that's 33. Scoring the ornament. If her ornament is a material, she scores 1 point. If her ornament is a 3-point ornament, she scores 3 points. If her ornament is a toy card, she draws a toy card from the draw pile and adds it to her completed toy deck. So she just immediately completes a toy. Great. Okay, so I have drawn that card and stuck it over to the side. Okay. All righty. Not too shabby. Let's see. What am I going to do? Well, I got some wood. I don't have any other toys to work on. I could do the same thing. I could spend berry and go over to the metalworkings, but I want to get that upgrade token. So I don't have 2 coal with which to do that. So yeah, we're going to spend our worker, our helper instead, and we're going to go over here to the coal mine. I get a victory point for being the first one, so I'll come to 6 points, and I will refill my cart all the way up. So now I have 9 coal instead of 1. Let's see, that's 7, 8. Okay. All righty. That was worth the time and expense to upgrade that cart. Get more done. All right, what is she going to do? She's going to go to the metalworking. Of course she is. Of course she is. And she's going to go to the 2 metalworking spot. She's going to get 2 victory points. She does not have a metal upgrade, so she's going to take the metal upgrade. Nice. All right, well, that was going to be my next move. But I knew it was kind of a risk. I can't even go decorate the tree because she needs that. Or because she already went there. Well, that leaves the reindeer. No harm in doing that. I got extra coal. So let's take a look at the reindeer. Who do we have out there today? I don't need toy cards, really. I could use the metal. I feel like maybe I go to Dasher and get 2 fabric, which would help towards the... I think it's Prancer or Dasher, because I can use both of those materials for the doll carriage I'm working on. And at least it starts a set collection for me. Expensive though, but that's all right. It is what it is. I don't have any fabric on the doll cart yet. And I don't have any fabric training either. So I'm going to go ahead and get the 2 fabric and we'll do Dasher. So it costs 3 coal right now. So I spend 3 coal. I'll set it off to the side just to make it easier because I'm going to be doing this a lot. And we're going to go tend to Dasher. And we get 2 fabric. We'll put them both on the doll carriage. I guess I could have gone to the fabric house instead. Does that make more sense? I think it makes more sense. Let's get that upgrade. What am I talking about? We're going to end in the same place, but instead of going to tend to the reindeer, we're going to spend spruce over here to spend 1 coal, and we'll spend a second coal for, well, we need 3. Let's spend all 3. We were to spend 3 anyway. So instead, we will have spent, let's go there, can't see. We will have spent 2 coal instead of 1 to get 3 fabric. So we'll take 3 fabric and we'll spend an additional coal to train spruce on fabric. There. Now we spent 3 coal anyway. But what we ended up with was an extra fabric, which is all we needed for the doll carriage. And we got some training out of it. And we blocked her off from being able to go there. Now, true, she can still go get a reindeer, but so can I. So that's okay. All right. That was a better move. Better move, better use of money. She's going to go to the woodworking, which she cannot do. So she's going to keep drawing. She's going to go to assembly. And she will help. That's kind of cool. Okay, so she'll take her down here. She will get a token. What does she get for the assembly hall? Assembly hall. For each assembly token she received, give her 2 points instead. That's why that card says 2 points. Got it. So this is 37 points for her. And now she will help. So when I come here, I can get more blueprints. So maybe that's what I do for my last turn. Now that she'll help me, she'll get a point, yes, but I will get 2 assembly tokens, which I need to finish this dollhouse. And which I will, in fact, complete next round, which will be nice. I think it makes sense. Doesn't cost me any coal. Or I could start to work on the reindeers while they're cheap. And there is 2 metal out there. So I could spend 3 coal to care for Prancer instead. but I'm in prime position to get 2 assembly tokens in 1 move. And there's no guarantee that that'll be there next time. I might have to spend 2 workers to achieve that next time. So I'm going to go for the 2 assembly tokens while I can get it. So when you, let's see, receive points as well. What does that mean? When you help another player, you get what? 1 point? Each time the elf in the first station helps another player, the elf scores 3 points. Oh, that's why that matters. Oh, wow. Ooh, well, do I want to give her 3 points for helping me? Or do I just want to take longer on this toy? 3 points, that's quite the consideration. I don't think so. I don't think I want to give her points. No, I'm gonna change my mind on that. We're gonna go help Prancer instead for 3 coal. And we'll get 2 metal out of it. We'll put that towards the dollhouse, or doll carriage instead. Okay, so now all I need are 2 assembly tokens, and that toy is done. And we've started a set collection with Prancer, so that's good. Okay, she's got 1 last turn because she is last to act. So she is going to the assembly again. Yeah. And will she help herself? Does she help herself? I imagine she will. Why wouldn't she? Oh, no, she doesn't get points for herself anyway. And so she would have received 2. And so that means she would have earned 4 points for that, I think. Yeah. Yep. She would have received 2 for helping herself. So in what she's not scoring again, because she doesn't score points for helping herself, but she does get 2 assembly tokens. So she will get 4 points. So that's 37, 1, 2, 3, 41 points. Yikes. I better get to step in here. Okay. All right. I think that's the end of the round. And she goes again because she's got first player marker, which is great. But first things first, let's clean up. Yep. And then we discard some reindeer. How was it? Another point, I think. Okay. This time around we got Velvet, Randolph. Oh, these are getting more interesting now. Let's look at these special abilities. They're not just giving me resources now. Velvet says, place a training token from the supply, point side up, on any of your elves. Ooh. Immediately place another elf. Wow, I get to go twice if I help Randolph, rather, but I also get a point. And then Donner's just like straight up, here's 3 points. Thanks for helping me out. Huh. Fascinating. Ooh, what do I want to do there? Largest unique set plus 2 points additional reindeer. Unique set. So you want to help different types of reindeer? Is that what that says? Yeah. How do I score? End of the game, reindeer. Each player counts the number of different reindeer cards they have and scores points based on the following chart. So it is set collection, but it isn't like for like. You're not looking for the same reindeer over and over again. You're looking for different reindeer. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So just by helping Prancer, I got 3 points. Of course, Star has 1 as well, but still. bad. Okay, next round, or at the end of this round, Santa's going to do an inspection. And Santa's inspections are, let's read them real quick so we know what we're talking about. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, right, decorations. Right. Face down toy cards near the player mat, one each, and the ornaments of their color on the Christmas tree. Okay. Well, in that case, I'll flip over the Christmas tree to remember that that is not my color. Now we have this cute little ornament sitting on the tree. So I'm incentivized to go get my first player marker back, but it's not my turn. It is their turn. So we're going to flip over that card, and they want to go tend reindeer. So right away, we will roll the die. We got a 2. So they're going to work with velvet here. And it doesn't say, what does the rule say for velvet? If Star has fewer than 6 training tokens, then she receives 2-point training token from the supply. I hate that. Okay, so be it. A 2-point training token. Boom, 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 boom. Done. All right, easy enough. Is that it? I think that's it. Velvet A or B? That was Velvet A. Okay. All right. My turn. Well, first and foremost, let's put a worker over there to remember that that's what happened. All right. I think I'm going to take my support dude over here and get the first player marker back. And now I get to decorate the tree myself. So how does decorating the tree work for a human being? I think it's the same thing. I have not decorated the tree yet this game. Yeah. Select one of your available ornament tokens and use it to cover a bonus on the Christmas tree. You immediately gain both the bonus shown on the ornament and the bonus you've covered. That's neat. Well, I need another toy anyway, so maybe I just take a toy for free and not spend an action to do it. Huh. Okay. I think when you take a toy this way, you can choose to top deck it or take it from the yeah, I think that's how that works. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to get a free toy. So we're going to play my toy my toy ornament. And what do I want to cover? Well, I think it's going to depend on what toy I pick. I need some points, but I don't need it to take forever. Heavy wood would be good because I can get wood quickly. So I think we'll take this. I think we'll take this hobby horse right here. It takes 1 blueprint, 3 wood, and 2 fabric. So it's 7 points if we can get it done. So we'll take the hobby horse. And we will play our ornament on the fabric. We'll play it on fabric. So my color is green, their color is gold. So there's my little gold, a green colored ornament covering a fabric. And I'll put that fabric directly onto the hobby horse that I just got. Yeah, I like it. All right. Now what is she gonna do? She is going to try to take the first player marker, but she can't because I went there, wahaha. And so she's going to go to wood instead and screw me royally. That's great. So she's going to go here and she's going to collect 3 points, 44. And she is going to collect the wooden upgrade token, because of course she is. Why wouldn't she? She doesn't have that yet. But that's because of that she didn't get an extra, because she didn't have one yet. Great. Love that for me. Okay, what else is happening? I think that's it for that turn. So as you can see, she went here to wood, got some points, and an upgrade token. But that's okay because I need upgrade tokens in cloth and metal. So I think we'll take spruce and we'll spend 1 coal. All right, will I spend 1 coal? No, I'm going to spend 2 coal to get 4. No, I'll only spend 1 because I have a cloth upgrade. So I'd get 2 normally. I'd get 3 because I'm going there with an upgraded elf. So I'll get 3, which is great for me. I'll show you why in a moment. So there's 3 cloth. I only need 2 cloth for this hobby horse. So I will put the last of that there. That leaves me with 2 left. So I'll spend that on my reindeer blankets upgrade, my 2nd level upgrade. Okay, so I've gotten that upgrade done. Those were my 2 fabric that I had left over. Now, what does that do? What does the reindeer blankets do? When tending to the reindeer, the elves have found that using nice warm blankets make the reindeer feel nice and snug and save on using coal to heat their stables. You can use fabric to upgrade your reindeer blankets, making it easier to get reindeer cards. Whenever you get fabric tokens during the game, you may choose to place any amount of them on your reindeer blanket upgrade tiles. Once you have placed enough to upgrade, you have completed it. In that case, remove the tile. Completing and removing a reindeer blanket token reveals a bonus. For the rest of the game, when you place an elf at the reindeer stables, your coal cost is reduced by 1 for each reindeer blanket upgrade you have completed. So from here on out, instead of it costing me 3 coal or 4 coal or 5 coal to support a reindeer, it will now cost me 1 less because I have reindeer blankets, or at least the first upgrade of reindeer blankets. Cool. And because we went to the kind of fabric station here, we're going to spend 1 coal. Yeah, we're going to spend 1 additional coal to get the fabric upgrade. That leaves me with 1 coal left. And that means spruce is now my master weaver, which is great. I didn't have to. I mean, as it's turning out, I'm kind of like specializing my elves really heavily. I could mix and match those to make it like way more flexible who goes where. But in this game, it's just the way it's turning out. I'm just min-maxing my little help, my elf workers. All right. What is next? When you select a card from the mailroom, do you immediately... I do replace it immediately. Okay. So I took this hobby horse, so this card got refilled. Right. Okay. So, her turn. She's going to the mailroom, speaking of which. She's never gone to the mailroom before. Let's find out what she does when she goes there. Okay, mailroom. This is what her card looked like. It says, in the 3-toy car station. Yeah, that's not the one she wants to go to, though. Is it? In the 2-toy, yeah, she wants to go to the 2-toy card station based on that card. Yeah. First, refresh the cards as normal. What do you mean by that? Oh, because she went to that station. So what is that? What happens when you go to that station? Gather up the 6 toy cards and place them face down on the bottom of the toy deck. Then deal 6 new. Oh, wow. So you just get to cycle all of them. And then you get your choice. of 2 cards. Is that how that works? Wow. So if you don't like what's there, you can take that action. Bottom of the deck. And now we draw 6 new toys. Because we're taking this action. In fact, I should put the worker out to show that. Okay. Okay. And then what? But give out one of those 6 cards face down for her completed toy. Okay, so the last one will be the one that she goes face down. Doesn't matter which one. Yes, she gets 1 less card than you would. Oh, I see. Okay, understood. So normally when a human goes here, they cycle all 6 and then get to take 2 of them and then immediately refill. However, the bot only gets 1 card, and it's just any one of the ones, because it doesn't matter which ones. They're just collecting completed toys. Okay. All right, my turn. What do I want to do? Well, I can't go get more toys, which is fine. I don't need to. And I can't go get wood because she beat me there. But I can go to the mine and I can go get blueprints. I'm going to guess that she'll end up going to the blueprints again. I don't know. So I'm going to try to beat her to the mine again. Because I can't go to the wood station, I'll just use my wood elf to go to the mine this time. I get another victory point, and I get to refill my coal cart. Easy day. Now, what is she going to do? She's going to go to the fabric station, but she can't because I'm already there. So what is she going to do instead? She's going to go to the assembly station, but she's not going to help me. That sucks. I wanted her to help me. That's fine. So she's going to take her helper over there. She's going to get 2 points. And she's not going to help me. That's all right. So what am I going to do? Do I come here anyway, get 1? Or do I do something better? Do I go help a reindeer? Donner gives me 3 victory points right away, plus, because it would be my second reindeer, I would get an additional 2 points at the end of the game for doing that. So it would be like getting 5 points. It would be better to ship a toy, but I can't ship a toy right now because she's making it so difficult. She's not willing to help me. I was hoping to ship that doll carriage right before the inspection. So, since I can't do that, I think we'll go help Donner. No, we're going to get this training done. Can you store resources if you're not going to use them? Let's find out. Yeah. Is there a hand limit to the amount of resources that you have? That's the big question. I don't know, actually. Maybe you know. This book isn't very complicated. I'm in the advanced rule book, if that matters. Just kind of curious. Reindeer River. Back to fish. Thanks for coming in, Manuel. Let's see. Got so sidetracked I wasn't even paying attention to chat. Apologies. The question is there a hand limit to the amount of material tokens that you can hold on to? Because you can go to these material shops and get material tokens, but do I have to use them right away, or can I just hold on to them for future use? Material shops. You cannot. Tokens must be immediately placed on a toy card or an upgrade tile. You cannot save tokens or move them later. Material tokens and assembly tokens can be added to a toy card in any order. Bummer. Okay, never mind. There's my answer. That was on page 9, completing a toy. Okay, well, I don't need metal right now. I just want the upgrade token. But because I don't need I don't need that. I can't really go there. I mean, I guess I could forfeit the 2 metal or 3 metal, but I don't really want to do that. That's a waste of time. Okay, I guess we'll go help a reindeer then. We'll go help Donner. Yeah. So we'll put my. Why is it being dumb? That'll work. Okay. So we'll put my worker over here. We'll go help Donner out. And we'll get 3 points for that. And 11 points. No, actually, it's only 2 coal, not 3, because I have reindeer blankets. Huzzah. Okay. Okay. So that will be nice for me at the end of the game, I think, a little bit. And that is the end of the round because I'm out of workers and so are they. So let's do our first Santa's inspection. Let's see if there are any special rules for Santa's inspection. Perform as usual, then reshuffle the whole deck. Discard all her toys. Oh, cool. All right, well, let's do it first. Okay, during Santa's inspection, players score points for having the most Christmas cheer, a combination of toys completed and ornaments hung. All players determine their Christmas cheer by counting the face-down toy cards near their player mat and the number of ornaments of their color on the Christmas tree. Player with the highest total scores 8 points. The player with the second highest total scores 4. Okay, is there a Christmas cheer change to the rules? 2-player. No, there is not. Okay. Once the inspection is over, place all completed toys in Santa's sleigh. In this way, only toys completed in the last 3 days will count, but all ornaments hung throughout the game will count towards Christmas cheer. Okay, so I have 1 ornament and 1 toy, so that's 2. They have 1 ornament and 2 toys, so that's 3. And so they get 8 points and I get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the reason I went to Donner for the immediate points was to try to offset the points that they were going to gain for beating me at the inspection. And I thought that was going to happen. So I think I only really lost 1 point because I took Donner. That's not too bad. Okay. And in fact, scoring on inspections is actually listed right here underneath as a quick reminder. So we've moved on. It is now day 19. Quick little setup, I like it. Back to me, back to them. All right. Reindeer go away. New reindeer. This is the B stack of reindeer. Reindeer now cost 4 to help out. Oh, I could have gone to the metal. Whoopsie. That was dumb. I could have done that. But it's all right. It was good that I did that. All right. It's my turn because I have the first player marker back. Part of me wants to go decorate and just keep my first player marker. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I got to get these toys done. This is getting crazy. So I'm going to take my woodworker over to, before anything bad can happen, I'm going to take my woodworker over to the wood shop here, and we're going to take, we need the wood. So, in fact, I can get all 4 for my second coal upgrade. Ooh, do I do that? Probably. I get 5 wood. Yeah, we're going to spend 2 coal. We're going to get 5 wood because I get 3 for going there and 2 wood because I have an upgraded elf. So I'm going to spend 3 of them on this toy to almost completed. I need assembly instructions, but that's it. And the other 2 I'm going to spend toward my coal upgrade, my coal cart upgrade. I need 4 for the final upgrade, but that's 2 of the 4. Okay. And because I'm there, I'm going to spend, am I? No, I'm not. I could spend the 1 coal and put the upgrade on Barry, but I don't really need that much help. I'd rather get the metal upgrade on Barry if I can swing it. So no, I'll save my coal and we'll just deny her the wood upgrade. Okay, what is she going to do? She's going to the mailroom. And she wants the 3 card slot. So let's go to the mailroom, find out what that's going to do. And the mailroom on the 3 card slot says, assign each face-up toy a value of 1 through 6. For each toy card Star would receive, roll the die, then discard the indicated toy. Refill the empty slots from the toy card drop pile as usual, then give 2 of the discarded toys to Star. Place Star's toy cards face down in her completed pile. And yes, she gets 1 less than you do. Got it. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's going to 5. That's 1 of her discarded toys. I can't do 5 again because 3. Okay. That's 1 of her other toys. And 2. Ring toss. That one just goes away. All right. And then I refill. Easy enough. I have to say, I really like the bot keeping the mail center here refreshed a lot. It's really, really nice. It kind of simulates playing with multiple players really nicely in that way. You see a lot of cards, and it's a big deck of cards, so it'd be kind of nice. So far, this is feeling really good, although she's now already ahead of me completing 2 toys, which that part sucks, but the bot feels competitive and good. Okay. What do I want to do? Well, let's get, I'm kind of trying to wait and see if she'll help me out in the assembly instructions again, because I really need 3, but let's see what happens. We're going to send Barry over. We're going to send Barry over to the metal shop. We need 4. So we're going to go here. Yeah. Okay, metal shop it is. Yeah, 4. We're going to spend 2 coal to go to the advanced metal shop spot. We're going to get 4 instead of 3 because we have 1 upgrade on Barry today. So we're going to take 4 metal. And we are going to immediately finish our upgraded mining tools. 4 metal for 4 metal. Boom. Now we get 2 victory points every time we go to the coal mine. And we get 4 victory points at the end of the game for completing the mining tools. Yeah, and more importantly, one of the big reasons we're here is to spend 1 additional coal to get the upgrade token, and we're going to put that on Barry. Barry will now be finally finished being upgraded as well. So now I have all 3 of my elves have been fully upgraded. That will be 6 additional victory points at the end of the game just for that. And now I'm going to be getting resources like crazy for the rest of the game, which is great because I'm only 4 rounds in. I got 5 rounds left to go. So I should be able to really max that out pretty heavy. All right. That's great. Now, what are they going to do? They are going to go to metal, but you can't because I already went to the metal. So what does that mean though? Well, I'm going to go again in a second. I'm just double checking I didn't like put down. Yeah, good. Good. Where did they go? I've gone twice. They've gone once. That makes sense. It's their turn. Okay. All right. Just want to make sure. Okay. They're going to go work on a reindeer card. So which one are they going to do? They're going to roll the die. They're going to do a 6. So they're going to go to Prancer. Prancer is going to go. Okay. Now they would get 3. So they would get what? Because Prancer had a 3x material, and that means that 1 point each. So 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Cupid will let me get 3 toys. But I don't need toys. What I need are assembly tokens. So we're finally going to finish some toys. This is getting stupid. Let's finish some toys right now. Is that true? Or do I want to go get fabric? I think I want to go get fabric. And I'll go finish 1 toy instead. Yeah, let's go get fabric. We're going to come up here. And we're going to take the cheap one for 1 coal. We're going to get 4 fabric because we have a fully upgraded spruce elf. And we're going to put that 4 immediately on the last equipment upgrade for reindeer blankets. So now helping reindeer costs 2 coal less and 4 additional victory points at the end of the game. Yeah, okay. And I'm not going to spend the extra coal because I don't need the upgrade tokens. I'm mostly just denying her the upgrade tokens at that point. But I'm also getting my upgrades done. Okay, now what is she going to do? Well, she's going to do nothing because I didn't shuffle the deck like I should have. My bad. In fact, I should have shuffled that at the end of the inspection. So that's actually a miss on my part. I'll make a note of that I forgot to shuffle her deck. That meant that the probabilities of what card she was going to draw would be different. I actually instead completed her deck, and I shouldn't have. I should have just shuffled them preemptively. That's all right. Minor mistake. Not the end of the world, but it would have changed the outcome maybe a little bit, depending on what happened. Okay, that deck has been shuffled. She's going to go. Reindeer card, again. Okay, so because the reindeer have had one reindeer taken, now what we do, according to rules, is that the remaining cards get a 1 through 3 and a 4 through 6. So I'm just going to roll, and 4 through 6 equals Vixen. Vixen she already has. That's funny. So that's actually not going to be a unique set. I don't know that that matters in the solo rule scoring, but we'll find out. So 2 material. So that means 2 points. 1, 2. And the worker goes over there. All right. My turn. Should I decorate or should I go get more coal? I don't think I should go get more coal is what I should do. I want to decorate though, because I want to get ahead of them in the Christmas ornament game. But I need the coal for next round. And I'd get a victory point if I go right now. Or do I complete a toy finally and get a blueprint? That's tough. I think I better decorate. I keep the tree, and those are cumulative for both of the next 2 inspections. I'm probably going to regret that, but let's go decorate. We'll lock in the tree. And one of the ornament types that I have, I can get resources, but I don't really need them. I don't have toys to put them on. And, well, I guess I could get the wood and finish off my coal upgrade before I finish. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. I would technically lose 1 wood because I can't use it, because I think this grants me 3. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just 1. I think it might just be 1 now that I think about it. Let me look at my ornaments. Decorating the tree. I think it's just 1 each, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's just 1 each. Okay. But I could place it. The problem really is, oh no, okay, never mind, ignore me. So I could place this 3-point ornament, and I place it on a, no. Since these are 1 each, I'll place the wooden one on a wood location, get 2 wood, and finish off the coal. That's what I'll do. Never mind, that was way harder than I made that way harder than it should have been. I'll go ahead and just do it from the top, why not? So 2 wood, 1 for the ornament, and 1 for the location. And without collecting the material, I'll just immediately on my player board say I've gotten the last 2, take the 2 that I already had there, finish off that upgrade, and now I can max out my cart when I go back and refill. Very cool. So now, and that will also earn me 4 points at the end of the game. Okay, now what does it do? For its last action, it will go to the fabric station, but it can't because I went there already. Okay, so it will go to the metal shop, but it can't because I went there already. So it will instead go to the assembly, which it will do, and it will get 2 points. We'll get 2 points. 1, 2. Okay. That's that. That's the end of the round. Santa moves on. Tokens come back. And the upgrade tokens come back out. Now, what does it say? It said at a certain point when it gets an upgrade token, we are going to, oh, I see. So the first 2 days, that's what happens. Got it. Okay, so Cupid then goes away. New reindeer come out. Getting spicy. Think that's it. That's it. Okay. I think I'm going to go to the coal mine first. And I'm going to do that with my assistant. I get a victory point for going there first, and I get all of my coal, which I believe is 12 now. So I get 11 coal because I had one left. And going to the mine means I score 2 points because I have a fully upgraded mining tools. So 2 points to me for going to the mines. Oh, and a point for going there first. Nice. Okay, and what is she going to do? A reindeer card. Of course you are. Of course you are. Okay, velvet. Velvet you already have? Yeah, you do. And what does it say for velvet? Velvet A or B. This is velvet B. And you do have 6 or fewer training tokens. So 2-point token. Okay. Thanks, I hate it. Okay. The AI bot is, as advertised, really low maintenance, especially once you get the rules into your head. It's like so fast now. Yeah. Okay. I think I might want to go help Randolph. I don't have Randolph yet, and I get to immediately place another elf. So I'm not losing out on that. The reason why it's important is because she's got 5 reindeer, which right now is 9 points. I've only got 2. So I've got to keep up with her a little bit. And Randolph will give me 2 points right now and let me score another elf. Or let me play another elf so I can beat her to the punch somewhere else. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah, we'll take Mistletoe and we will help out Randolph. And Randolph normally would cost 4, but because I have fully upgraded reindeer blankets, only cost me 2 coal. I get 2 points, 1, 2, and I get to go immediately. So I will go get my first blueprint with Spruce. And so that blueprint I will place on, I want to get this thing done, so I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put it on the expensive doll carriage. I need 1 more blueprint. I could finish this hobby horse right now, but I want to get this one done. It requires 2 blueprints. So we're going to put it over there. Yep. Okay, now let's see what she does. Wood. Fine, you can have it. Although I don't really want you to have it because I want you to not have training or the training tokens, but fine. You're going to get the 2-point wood, 1, 2, and you don't, is it 2? I think maximum of 2, right? Actually, it would have been 3 points because she currently has 1 wood. Yeah. Training tokens, training tokens, training tokens, material shops. Yep. Yep. Maximum of 2 tokens per type. Okay. All right. So she only has 1 wood training token, so now she gets her 2nd training token, which I'll put right here. There you go. You can kind of see that. I'll space them out so it's a little easier now to see that. So now we've got 2 wood, 1 metal and 1 fabric, and then 2 of the 2 star tokens. So technically it is her 6th trading token. Just 2 of them have stars. So the rules will now change now that she's got that many. Okay. So my last action, I'm going to help myself over here. And I'm going to get 2. That works out really well for me. I can complete both of my toys. So I'm going to get 2 blueprints. I don't get any extra points for it, but I'm going to get 2 blueprints, which is exactly the number that I needed. 1 here, 1 there. Now, let's double check that I've got everything I need for all of these. This is a ton of stuff. So I've got 3 fabric. You can't see that. There we go. 3 fabric, 1 wood, 3 metal, and 2 blueprints. Done. Sweet. Okay, I'm going to put all these resources back. And I score 12 points for completing that toy, I believe. Let's double check I'm not like missing something here. Score its points immediately. Yep, great. Okay, 12 points. Face down toy. Awesome. 20 to 30 plus 2, 32 points. Amazing. And now Hobby Horse. Hobby Horse is, still can't see it. There we go. All right, so 3 wood, 2 fabric, and a blueprint. Seven points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Okay, so for those folks keeping score here, the AI is at 64 points, and I just passed or just hit 40. So I'm doing okay. I feel like I'm keeping up. The reason why I feel that way is I've got a lot of upgrades done that I haven't scored yet. So that's feeling pretty good. Okay, it gets 2 more actions because I went twice. So it now gets to go twice at the end. Okay, she's going to go steal the first player marker because I didn't defend it. And she gets to decorate. So she's going to, I just drew randomly what she picked. The card says that we are to roll the die. Roll the 4. So that means wood. So we're going to place it on a wood location. And so we're going to go there. And that means 2 points. 66 points. So far, she's ahead of me by 1. No, I'm tied. We're tied up for inspection. I got 2 toys. She's got 2 toys. I got 2 ornaments, and she's got 2 ornaments. Okay, what is she going to do for her last action? She can't do that again, so she's going to skip it, and she can't do that because she's already gone there. She's going to go care for a reindeer. Well, she's only got 1 choice because there's only 1 reindeer left, which is Dancer. And she now gets 3 points for 3 resources. 1, 2, 3. Okay. End of the round. Advanced Santa. This goes over there. This goes over there. Wood upgrade token. This goes over there. This comes to me. These come to me. This comes to me. Not too bad. Okay, new reindeer come out. Dasher, Comet, and Donner. Ooh, 4 points for Donner. Comet's going to give you 1 blueprint and a point, though. That's pretty cool. Huh. All right, after this round, inspection time again. Right now we're even, like I said, but I'm going to need to do something to maintain that. So she goes because she took the first player marker. Going to the mailroom. Going to the 2 mailroom slots specifically. So that means that goes there. I needed to go there because I needed toys. And I can't collect resources if I don't. So I guess I'm going to be decorating trees a lot. That's a problem. But I also guess I could go help a bunch of reindeer. That's only going to help me so far. That's a problem. Anyway, she's going to invalidate 6 of these toys and... oh no, she's going to cycle all the toys first, and then she's going to pick one of them? Is that what that says? That's interesting. That's kind of a... oh, I see. She's going to take one of them, discard the other 5, and refill. I believe that's what that means. So now we have croquet set, walking spring, tricycle, telescope, a yo-yo, and a tea set. All right. Now what am I going to do? Well, we know for sure that we're going to press the wrong button. And then we know for sure that we're going to spend our worker, our assistant rather, to get the tree back and decorate. I have nothing to spend these resources on. So I think I'll just cover a wood location. I don't know. It doesn't seem to matter. So I'm going to use my 3-point ornament and I'll cover a wood location. I can't get the wood anyway because I can't spend on it anything. So I'll just cover the location. I'll get my 3 points and I won't get the wood. 1, 2, 3. And I got the 3 back. This is going to be a problem soon. Okay. Going to the toy shop was the worst thing she could have done right then. But I'm going to beat her in ornaments. She's got a 3rd toy done, so she's going to beat me there. I think we're going to push. We'll see what happens as long as she doesn't... She can't... Well, I don't think she can complete another one because she can't go back there. So I think we're going to be okay. All right. That was her turn. Now it's my turn. We're going to go help out Donner. Here. Spend 2 coal. 1, 2. Donna's going to give me 4 victory points at the end of the game. It's not going to work towards my... It's not going to work towards my set collection, though. But I get 2 points per additional reindeer, so it's actually not bad. It's 6 points effectively. So yeah, I'll do it anyway. 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now she's going to go get assembly done, and she will help me. That's handy, even though it won't help me now. We'll get 1 point. No, 2 points. 2 points. So I'm going to go back and do a reindeer again. This time I'm going to spend 2 coal to help out comets. And I won't get the blueprint, but I will get the point. Okay. So I'm at 9 points in reindeer right now. I think that means she's at the same point or maybe a little bit more. We'll see. Okay, where is she going to go? Assembly again for 4 points this time. 2, 3, 4, 75. I guess I could go refill my coal. There's no reason not to. I mean, I'm only half empty, but I can't go get toys, and that way I'm beating her to the punch for that extra point. And it means she'll get nothing if she goes there. So it's not a total waste. And now I'm maxed out for next round. Her last turn. Can't go to the mailroom because she already went. She can go get fabric, and that's exactly what she will do. And she's going to the 2-point fabric spot, so she'll go there, and she will take the training token because she needs it. And she will earn 2 points per, no, she'll earn 3 points because she already had a fabric token. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's the end of the round. Inspection time. I was right. I've got 2 completed toys to her 3. So I've got 2, but I've got 3 ornaments. So that's a total of 5 Christmas cheer for me. She's got 2 ornaments and 3 presents, a total of 5 Christmas cheer for her. Now, what does the book say to do when you are tied for that? Buddy and Emily are tied and both get 8 points, so we just go up. I don't think it matters, but I'll go ahead and get myself 8 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Didn't matter. I mean, could have just kept the point numbers low, but that's what it said to do, so that's what I did. Make sure the Christmas cheer. Yep, discard. Oh yeah, that's right. It does say then you reshuffle the deck, her deck. So that's what I forgot to do the last time, and I remembered it this time. So shuffle, shuffle. So there is going to be a certain number of cards that you will not see in her deck every time. I like that because it means the probabilities are never going to be exactly the same, but you're going to get certain types of cards from her deck. And just giving these a quick shuffle. All right. Okay, so that moves into the last day, day 3. Oh, sorry. Was it day 3? No, it was round 3. Yeah. Okay, anyway, so what it says, though, is whenever she now gets training tokens, during the last 3 days, she gets them point side up instead of material side up. So every time she gets one now, it's 2 victory points to her, essentially, at the end of the game. So let's reset. So far, this is feeling very much like playing a human player. So then Dasher goes away. Okay. Flip any 2 of your training tokens. Ooh. How do you flip tokens normally? When do you get to do that? I didn't really look at that. I should have probably. Or do you? Let's see. If you place a training token point site up, you will score those points at the end of the game. Oh, you have a choice. Huh. Oh, wow. Okay, so here's how the rule worked. I didn't realize it at the fact. It doesn't change the way I would have played it. I probably would have done it this way anyway. But when you place a training token, you have a choice. You can place it with the material side up, which gives you the benefit that I've been playing with the whole game, which is to get extra materials when you use them. Or you can place them point side up instead. And now, at the end of the game, that will be worth 2 extra points. But you'd still get, for let's say that this was the configuration, I'd get 1 extra wood, and that would just be an end game scoring bonus. So instead, I've been playing them like that, so I get double bonuses, double material bonuses. But crucially, flip any 2 of your training tokens. So I could, if I help out that reindeer, Velvet would let me flip after having placed them to point scoring instead. I don't know that I want to do that though, because right here is a bunch of toys that I can maybe get banged out pretty fast if I use those benefits to my, use those upgrades to my benefit here. Speaking of, this is the first turn I'm going to take. I am first player. I'm going to take my assistant, and I think, question mark? I'm definitely going to take the walking spring because I can get that done quickly. And I'll probably get the tea set as well. I might as well get the yo-yo as well. I've never actually gone to this location yet. This is the first time I've actually visited to get more toys. I think that's true. I might be wrong. I thought I got more toys doing other things. Mailroom. Take 3 toys up to your limit of 5. Okay. So I'll just, and that's just taking the happy path. If I go the bad path, then I can discard and take 2 instead. But I definitely like what I'm seeing here. So I'm just going to take my assistant. We're going to come to the happy option, which disables this one. And I'm going to take all of these. They all require 1 assembly blueprint each. So that should mean I'm getting them done quick. Okay. I hope, anyway. Okay, see if we can't take advantage of our upgrades here and get some stuff done as soon as we can. All right. Metal, that figures. That was one of the places I was going to go, but that's fine. So you're going to go to the 3 metal spot, and you have 1 metal upgrade. So that means 4 points for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you do get the upgrade, but you're going to get it point side up because that's what it said. Okay. Well, with that in mind, I think I will go to the Christmas tree with my metalworker to secure my first player. And I'm going to go with my fabric ornament, and I'm going to place it on a wood location. So I will get 1 fabric and 1 wood, which I will place immediately onto the yo-yo, which needs both. Right. What is she going to do? Ah, she wanted to do first player marker, but she doesn't get to because I denied her. Instead, she's going to go to fabric, which figures. Okay. Fabric, she's going to do the 3-point fabric. And then she's already got 2, so she's going to get 5 points for that. That's hateful. And I should have refilled that location. It should have a token on it, and she will take it as a face-up 2-point token. Okay. Wood, huh? I don't really need wood right now. I need a blueprint, though. And I could work on a reindeer. So maybe we look at a reindeer. We got plenty of coal. I think maybe... Ooh, well, I need the metal, actually. Let's look at that. Prancer. Do I have a Prancer? I do have a Prancer. That's unfortunate. I don't have a Velvet, though. So that would help me in a number of ways. But if I help out Prancer instead, I'd get my metal that I needed that I couldn't get. And I could use all 4 of it right now. It's too hard to pass up. I want that Velvet one really bad. But it would be nice to not have to deal with that. So I have a full coal cart as it is. So I'm going to take, who? There's a chance I can get the wood, but what's the point? I can't get the wood right now. That's fine. We'll put the woodworker out here, though. Yeah. We'll go help Prancer for 3 coal instead of 5 because of my upgrades. Okay. So Prancer gives me 4 metal. I'll go pull 4 metal and put them immediately onto toys. 2 here and 2 here. So now I need 2 blueprints and I can complete 2 toys. Oh, I should have refilled the mailroom. I did not. Okay. Now what is she going to do? Reindeer card. Figures. Okay. Let's see if I get screwed out of Velvet here. Roll high. No, roll low. Roll low. I want you to get Vixen. 2. Ha ha ha. That's amazing. Okay, you get Vixen. That's great. You get 3 points for Vixen. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now the question is, do I want to come back? Do I want to come back and get Velvet? Flip some of those tokens. Or do I want to go get a blueprint? It's kind of 6 and 1 because if I complete a toy, it's going to be worth 4 points. If I flip 2 tokens, it's going to be worth 4 points. But Velvet will work towards my my set collection, which will be worth even more points. So I think I'm going to go help the reindeer instead. And we're going to get this for 3 more coal. Thank you, reindeer blankets. You are paying off right now. And I can flip any 2 of my tokens. So I think I'm going to flip metalworking and woodworking. Yeah, we'll do woodworking. Okay, there. So that reduces the number of bonus materials I get, but 4 points at the end of the game, which is coming soon. Right. Wood. Of course it's wood. It's the only thing left. Why would you do that? Why would you do anything else? You're going to do the 3-point wood because of course you are. And you're going to take that token as 2 points because of course you are. So 3 points to you. 1, 2, 3. We flip over the counter to its 100-point side. It's at 101 points now. I'm sure it's fine. Everything I'm sure is fine. Everything is great. Fine, great. Okay, what's next? My turn. My turn is done. Why is my turn done? Why is my turn done? Is there something you did that you shouldn't have done, that you should have done? You did something you should not have done. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Couldn't do this because I beat you to it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You took a reindeer card and I didn't put your token out there. That's what happened. Aha. All right. Good. You don't get to do any extra bonus stuff. Okay. Good news is that discard pile was my ledger of what they did. So I was able to decode what I missed. I forgot to put their worker out. All right. That is the end of that day. So Santa moves on. 2 more rounds. This one and next one. And then we find out who the better elf is. That it? That it. That's not right. These toys stay out. I was thinking they're a reindeer. They're not reindeer. Okay. Three points, immediately place another elf. 5 points, immediately. Well, I already have 2 of Donner. And I already have 1 of Randolph. Do I have a dancer yet? I don't have a dancer yet. Don't really have the need for 4 wood, though. Would have been lovely if that was a fabric one. Okay, well, it's my turn. I need fabric. I'm worried about that being taken from me again. I can't get fabric any other way right now. In fact, I think we're just going to place these as that because that's what they are now, because I'm not going to take them. Okay. I want to defend my Christmas tree. However, I'm already ahead of her in ornaments. She tends to get toys done faster than me, so it's my only way of combating her against that. I only need 2 fabric. Got my metal done. So let's take spruce over here. No, does it matter? I don't think it matters. I'm going to get 2 extra fabric, but it doesn't matter. Maybe I instead look at the toys. Do I go and get toys right now? I'm almost done with all of these toys. But I only have a hand limit of 2. But I could cycle them and see what I get. I'm taking a risk, though. Because if I don't do that, and then she goes to the fabric. I'm doomed. I'm going to take the risk. I'm taking the risk. We're going to put the assistant out here. We're going to wipe all 6 of these cards. And we're going to draw a fresh set of 6 and draw 2 of them. That's fabric and it's easy. Ooh, that's fabric and it's easy. Okay. So far, so good. Interesting. Huh. What if I drew... I could go with the metal... let's zoom in on this. I could go with the metal building set. It's all metal and one blueprint. So that's easier to get. And then I could go for the socks for 3 points. Because then it's just one fabric. Or I could go ice skates, but it's too... The reason why I'm looking at this carefully is I'm going to end up with 2 extra fabric, and I need someplace to put them. I don't really like the idea of requiring additional blueprints right now, though. It's just harder to get. So I think we're going to get socks and the metal building set. Those are our 5. Our hand limit of 5 now has been reached. So that this now comes immediately out. Oh, that figures. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. That's that. She can't go get toys now. And what is she going to do now? She is going to try to go to get toys, but you can't because I blocked you. Ha ha ha. Now, of course, you're going to block me in fabric. Of course you are. So cool. Love that. See what I mean? Though that is exactly what a human player would have done. That's exactly, I mean, it just happened to be the randomized card that came out, but it is exactly what a human would have done. So that's 2 points plus 1 per token. So it's 4 points. So that's 105. And you get to the 2-player token. I want to make sure I'm not just giving her stuff that she shouldn't be taking. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't think so. If she has fewer than 2 training tokens in that material, she also gains the training token. So I actually don't think she's taking these anymore. I don't think so. Based on those rules, I don't think she's taking them anymore. Okay. I'm going to go with that. I could be wrong. I'll double check the rules if I am wrong. Not the rules, but the author. Make sure that I supply that feedback that it could be clearer whether or not she's just continuing to hoard 2-point tokens during the last 3 days, or if the rule as written is if he's already got 2 of those tokens or up to 6, then yeah. So anyway, that rule can be a little bit fuzzy as to how to interpret it. Okay. What am I doing? She went to the fabric. She got her points. What am I going to do? Well, she just took my fabric option. That's fine. I can still go get metal, though. And I need that for the other toys. So I need 4 metal. So we're going to send Barry. Barry's going to come over here to the 3-point shop, spend 2 coal, and is going to get, I only need 4. I'm only going to spend 1 coal. Oh, no, I lied. 3 coal. I'm going to spend 2 coal to get 3 metal, and I have 1 bonus token, not 2 anymore because I converted 1 of them. So I'm still going to get a total of 4 metal, but I have to spend 2 coal to get it. That's fine. Yeah, digging around for metal tokens here. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So that takes care of the metal building set, except for its blueprints. Now it's blueprint time, folks, but that's for later. Okay. What's it going to do? Assembly. Hey, that's good. And you're going to cooperate with me. I might actually let you right now. Okay. So you're going to get 2 points. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to go to assembly as well. And I'm going to take your cooperation. It's going to get 3 points from me. 1, 2, 3, which sucks. But I get 2 assembly tokens. And I'm going to put 1 of them on, you probably can't see it. It's down here. I'll move it up here so you can see. I put it here on the metal building set for 6 points. That's a completed toy. 6 points for me is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then my other one I will place on whichever one is the T set. Nope, T set's not done yet. Okay, we'll put it on the walking spring for 4 more points because it's done too. Okay. 4 more points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. So we're getting there. We're getting there. All right. What is next? It's going to come here and try to collect wood. It can collect wood. So it's going to go to the 2-point slot. It's got 2 wood, so it's going to get 4 more points. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1 more worker. I am going to hope they don't go to the Christmas tree. Yeah, I think that's the best move. We're going to go back here to the assembly hall, and we're going to assist twice. 1 for free, and 1 is for 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And the other one for free because it's my own worker. I get 3 blueprints for that action, and that's exactly what I need to finish off all 3 of these. I don't have the materials to finish off all 3 of them right now, but I do have the ability to finish off 1 of them. So the yo-yo completes for 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now all I need is my fabric run, and these 2 will complete as well. Very nice. All right. What is she going to do with her last action of this day? Reindeer card. Okay. She's going to roll the die. 3. And take care of this one. Rudolph, rules say for, or sorry, Randolph. Randolph is going to do what? Star takes another turn if she still has elves. She does not. That's it, though. Huh. So you don't get the 3 points? I bet you do, though. I have to imagine you get the 3 points. So I'm going to give you the 3 points. I don't know. It doesn't say score the card. So I'm not going to score the card. The rules don't say that there's a listing in the rules specifically for Randolph, and all it says is she gets to go again. But she can't because it was the last action of the round. So, not going to score her. Not going to give her more points if the rules don't tell me I have to. Okay. That's the end of the round, or the day. Last day. Okay, these reindeer go away. This is the December 24th. This one's for all the milk and cookies. Okay. We got new reindeer. The last 3 reindeer. Dasher. Do I have Dasher? I don't. And Dasher gives me fabric. And I have the Christmas tree because she didn't go there. So I think I'm going to go help Dasher out. Why wouldn't I do that? I'm going to lose 1 fabric in the deal, but I still think that's worth it from the points perspective. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to put my metal worker. We're going to put Barry out here. No, what am I doing? I'll just put my normal worker out here. Yeah. So my normal assistant will go work out with Dasher for 3. I only have 1 coal left. Now I will get 4 fabric. I only need 3, so I'm only going to get 3. But more importantly, 3 completes both of my remaining toys. 2 there and 1 there. That's done. 9 points and 2 completed toys. Okay, 2 completed toys. I no longer have any toys to work on. I have completed all of my toys. I have 5 toys done this day. Which is not great because I have 3 workers left and I'm not 100% sure I can get another toy done with 3 workers. I might be able to. Depends on where she goes. Okay, her turn is to assemble. She's not going to help me, but 2 points to her. Okay. Order of operations wise, I need the toy before. I need the toy before the material. So we're going to pull the cowboy hat and we're going to pray. Cowboy hat is, we're going to pull 2 other ones as well, but we're going to see how it goes. We're going to put our metal worker over here. We're going to take the cowboy hat. We're going to take the toy plane, and we're going to take the basketball. Those are the 3 we take. I don't think it's going to matter, but we're going to see. More importantly, I'm not letting her have any presents. Okay. Now let's see how badly she messes me up. She's going to assemble again. Interesting. This could actually work out well in my favor. She's going to get 4 points for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 2 workers left. Let's see if we can do it. I think we can do it. We need 6 fabric. I don't think I can get all 6. I can get 5. But I can get 5. Well, let's get this 7-point cowboy hat done then. We only have 1 coal left, so that means I'm definitely only going to get 1 coal's worth of fabric. So we're going to come here, spend our last coal for 4 fabric. I'll place it because I think I get to score remaining components, so that's fine. So all I need now are 2 blueprints to complete 1 last toy. Okay. What is she going to do? Metal, that figures. So she's going to come to the 2-point spot, and she's got 1 metal upgrade, so she's going to get 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And I am going to go... Do I have Comet? I don't. We checked on that. We do have Comet, but it's 2 extra points if I go help Comet. I could trade, but I don't think I want to because I was going to give her points to do that. If I go help out Comet instead, she gets no points from me. Oh, I can't. I don't have the coal. Well, I think I might have to then. Is that bad though? Because she's going to get 3 points. I only need 2. I only need 2 blueprints. So she's going to get 3 points from me, and I'm going to make 7. So I still think that's okay. Okay, so she gets 3. I make 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not great. I'd rather get the 7, but 4-point net is pretty good. Okay, I got my last toy done. That's good. Her last turn of the game is mailroom. She can't go to the mailroom because I blocked her from it. Reindeer card. That's the best move she could make, other than maybe the Christmas tree. But even that, I don't think is the right move for her. Okay. Okay, she gets Cupid. What does Cupid let her do? Cupid says 1 less toy card than the number indicated taken off the top of the drop pile. The number, take a toy from the top of the deck and place it in your finished gift pile. Do not score points for it. Take a toy from the top deck and place it. Huh. Yes, for A cards. That's weird. So, okay, so this is Cupid. Yes, for A card, that will be 0 toy cards. Well, the way the card reads, and maybe this is a change in the rules. I'll make note of this for the solo rules designer as well. The way the card reads, it says take a toy from the top of the deck and place it in your finished gift pile. Do not score points for it. And this is a C card. This is a Velvet C card, or sorry, a Cupid C card. So it's the last. That's the highest ranked card of Cupid. And it's only A. It doesn't say take 3. It just says take A. So, I mean, the rules say take 1 fewer, but because this is the senior ranked card of Cupid and it's only giving me 1, I'm going to give it 1 card. I'm just going to let it have that because I think that's the right move. In all fairness. So it will have 1 completed toy. I don't think in this case it matters, but there we go. Okay. All right. So first and foremost, I believe at the end of the game, we complete one last... yes, we do complete one last inspection. So my total cheer... My total cheer is 1, 2, 3, 4 ornaments and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 toys. So that's a 10 holiday cheer, Christmas cheer. And then it gets 1, 2 ornaments, and 1 toy is 3. So it's 10 to my 3. So I get 8 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And does it score points for cheer if it is not? Yes, it does. Okay. So it scores 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. So its toys go away. My toys go away. By the way, here's what the sleigh looks like now. It is full of cards. Really cool. Look, toys in Santa's sleigh as we've been completing them. Thematic integration at its finest. Okay, that is the end of the game. So now let's do our scoring. For the record, I have to beat 133 points before she does her end game scoring. And I am at 86. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. You score as usual. Star will not have any unfinished toys nor equipment upgrades, right? She scores reindeer sets as usual. She gets 2 points for every set of 2 training tokens she has, okay? She also, and that suggests the rules are she should have kept those tokens. I'll give her three more tokens back because I'm pretty sure I took 3 from her. I'll confirm that, but based on that scoring, she's probably amassing them. That means she would have taken this one too. Okay. Okay, that's fair. Okay. Probably means she's going to just completely trounce me with that, but that is what it is. If that's the spirit of the rule, then I'll take it. It is what it is. 2, let's see, 1. She gets 2 points for every 2 set of training tokens. She also gets 2 points for each 2-point token she has. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, that's hard to say. I don't know what her intention is based on that. I'm going to go ahead and take that back then, because here's the situation. She has legitimately received 3 2-point tokens. She probably received more than that, but I don't know with the way the rules are written whether she's supposed to amass these 2-point tokens or not. Long story short, these I know she got. So let's score those. 2 points for every set of 2 tokens. 2, 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at 143. And then her reindeer sets. So, first and foremost, she scores reindeer sets as usual. Got it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so she's got 6 unique reindeer plus 2 points for 3 different cards, so 6 more points. So she's at 18 points in reindeer. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. She's at, I have to beat 161. That's the long and short of it. Okay. I don't think I'm going to, but let's see how close we get. She's almost lapped me, but all right, now it's my scoring. I get a lot more points for a lot more things. So let's see what happens. Unfinished toys. Each player counts the material and assembly tokens on unfinished toys and scores 1 point per token. I have 1 fabric token sitting on a toy, so I get 1 point. And reindeer. Okay, this should be pretty decent. Let's see how we do. Velvet. So we have 2 Donners, so we'll pull out a Donner. We have a Prancer, Comet, Donner, Randolph, Prancer again, pull out a Prancer, Velvet, and Dasher. So 6.6 for me is 12 again, and 2 reindeer is 4. So really she only went 2 extra points for her reindeer. I negated her reindeer completely. So I did 12 plus, so 16 points for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm at 103 now. So that's reindeer. All right. My dogs are really mad at me for not feeding them lunch right at their lunchtime. I'm a couple minutes late. Forgive me. Okay. Training. Each player gets 2 points for each elf that has 2 training tokens. They also get points for each training token that has a 2-point side face up. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points. Where's my token? There it is. 13, so 113. Okay. Equipment. Player gets 4 points for each type of equipment they've upgraded twice. This includes mining carts, mining tools, and reindeer blankets. 1, 2, 3 times 4 is 12 points. Don't think it's going to be enough, but here we go. 113 to 123 plus 2 is 125. Yep. Okay. So she won with 161 points to my 125 points. Pretty powerful bot. Now, it did say that if you wanted to reduce the difficulty, that you could reduce the points she starts with. She started with 25 points. She is about 40 points. What is that? 35 points ahead of me right now at the end of the game. And I played pretty competitively. I wouldn't say the best, but I played pretty competitively. I stayed up with her pretty well. And she could have amassed more 2-point tokens. So I don't know. If it was me, if she started at 25, I might even start her at 10 or 15 points for a casual game. But as it is, if you want a super competitive game and you start her at 20 or 25 points, like the rules suggest you do, you're going to have a run for your money. But I'll say this, that kept me engaged and it kept me thinking critically and it kept me trying to get places before my opponents. All of the things that I would feel like I would feel while playing a multiplayer game, that bot achieved. This bot has been refined very well. There was only one confusing rule in the whole rule set. It all makes very good sense. It doesn't take a lot of overhead to run. This is my solo game, my solo bot ideal state. Almost, because it's very simple. It's a deck of cards, it's choices, but those choices actually impact your game. It doesn't feel horribly random. It feels like you're playing against a human. This is a worker placement game, so the decision space is constrained to where you're going and when. So as a result, I feel like it's somewhat easier to build a good bot for this type of game, but that gives me even more emphasis when I say this really should have been built into the base game to begin with, because this is the perfect venue to build a really good bot. So personally, if I was Elf Creek Games, I would reach out to this solo bot designer and license this bot and pay this person the money that they spent in time to build a bot for your game and make this the official variant and compensate her for her time. This was a great bot. It deserves to be part of the game in the formal way, and you should release this bot commercially if she'll license it to you. Although at this point, because she's released it free, she doesn't have to, but I really think you should pay her for it. You should pay her for it. You should publish this bot. This is a good bot. Everyone who wants to play Santa's Workshop but doesn't have someone to play with them should go print this bot out and play it. Go buy this game. If you like this game, I personally think this is a wonderful mid-weight worker placement Euro game that everyone who likes Christmas and the Christmas theme should own. Full stop. There you go. That's my hot take on Santa's Workshop 2nd edition from Elf Creek Games. I hope you really enjoyed this. I will not be online next Sunday. I am going to be full of Christmas cheer and mirth and doing other things. So see me again weekend right after Christmas, I believe. So not this weekend, but the weekend after. And I hope you enjoy your holidays, whatever you might be celebrating anywhere in the world, if you are celebrating at all. And thank you again for joining me. This has been Santa's Workshop, and I will be playing something completely different the weekend after Christmas. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.